Alibaba has a message for ladies putting other ladies under pressure on social media. Pretty Mike names the video directors that sleep with video vixens. Leonardo DiCaprio's ex-girlfriend files for bankruptcy amid $560,000 debt. And Wendy Williams' ex-husband calls police 2 times in 3 days over safety paranoia. That's the lineup on Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. But it's not necessarily in that particular order. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo, and I'm here with my fellow co-anchors, the laudable and intriguing Elsie Godwin and Ife Oshunkeye.
What's up?
Morning, guys.
Morning.
So, how was your evening last night? Get up to anything exciting?
Where were you yesterday? That's the question.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, so I went out yesterday. I went to church.
And you,
Yes.
I went to church.
Well, let's start counting.
Okay.
That's the first one this year.
Okay, so I was in church yesterday, and then I was at the Food and Drinks Festival, and that was...
It was fun.
Please, when you say you were in church, people would think you went to church because you just wanted to go to church and pray. Can you tell them why you were in church?
No, I went to church. That's
To
the
walk.
most important thing. And I
Was
listened
to enjoy
the
it.
word
You
of
enjoyed the
God.
sermon, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Exactly.
I sang,
What
I
was,
danced,
what was the sermon
you know.
about? What was the topic?
No, it was a Thanksgiving service.
Service. So
And there was no
more-
Thanksgiving sermon.
It was more
Ife.
about communion and all
Apparently,
of that.
Elizabeth tells me that you also took part in the communion.
Yes,
You did?
I did take part.
Hey,
in it.
so what day?
I'm getting closer to God every day. And that's amazing. It's an amazing feeling when
So
you
if I want to
finally
get
find
one
Christ.
step closer to God, all I need to do is just take communion.
No. It's not about
Without
that.
settling
I'm beginning
the-
to have.
You know, just go and take
I'm beginning
communion.
to have.
Elsie's a clown.
I'm beginning to have a new relationship with God, and we're beginning to converse on different
thankful
levels.
for
And
your
he's,
soul.
Have you
Papa.
started writing in tongues?
It's been amazing.
I said typing it up.
I don't think I would even speak in tongues, let
Let alone.
alone
Why-
type.
Why
in
would you
tongues.
say
say
think
that?
that?
Exactly.
No, because even when I have to speak in tongues, as long as the Lord I'm speaking to understands my language, it doesn't matter whether it's in tongues or it's in English
if anyone
or in Yoruba,
understands you.
or
Now,
if
speaking
anyone
in tongue is a
understands
kind
me.
of gift.
Yes, I do understand
But
that.
there are so
I'm
many
not,
people who speak
I'm
in
not
tongues,
trying to
but
be
they're
the
just saying
extremist
something. They're not-
Christian that would say,
You don't need to be
until...
extremist to speak
speak
in
in
tongues.
I know, you just need the Holy Spirit to fall on you.
I mean, I understand what you're
Exactly.
saying because I don't think I would ever speak in tongues. Like,
Why? But if the Holy Spirit falls on you right now,
Maybe
come on,
it will fall
Elsie.
tomorrow.
Yes.
But it has been falling.
Even
and
if I have
falling.
to speak in,
I don't speak anything.
maybe I will be the first to think in tongues, you know?
Oops. Okay. If Elsie just went absolutely quiet on you. Okay, let's start with Pretty Mike, who names video directors that sleep with video vixens. Okay. Elsie, let me come to you.
Why would you come to me? Have you seen me video vixen anywhere?
Come on now, you were in that video last
Which
year. Do you want me
video?
to tell everyone?
Which video? Please tell everyone.
The music video that I
Which one?
saw you wore a red swimming suit. It had a lot of stripes, and you were crossing your leg, and you were bathing in the swimming. In fact, you were just playing with the water.
Yeah, I
That's-
can remember the day she posted April
That picture.
13th.
There you go. Well done. Well done. Ife.
You said last year, you said April 13th.
No,
you
April
really-
13th.
I'm sure he's describing the lady he sees in his dream, but that's cute. Actually. Anyway, Pretty Mike,
Okay.
I cannot categorically say that I agree or do not agree with what you have said, or that it happens or it does not happen. I mean, I'm not going to be in a position whereby I have to apologize to anybody anytime soon, but we know these things happen. I'm not saying it's Clarence that is doing it. I mean, he mentioned a couple of
Yeah, Gambit, Clarence,
you know,
Unlimited LA.
video Unlimited LA, and those are, I think, one of the top 3 video directors we have in Nigeria. And I think Clarence has responded.
Because I was going to say, do you
indirectly.
think he will respond? I'm glad you even have an
responded.
update.
He's saying that, let me see how he put it. He says, sometimes people try to destroy you precisely because they recognize your power, not because they don't see it, but because they see it and they don't want it to exist. Always remember, rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, and accepted by idiots.
Wow.
Well,
So-
but I like the fact that Pretty Mike said rumor has it. Yeah.
So he started with that anyway.
Yeah, you
So
started
you're
with that.
saying
But even
he is
It's
the
allegedly.
fool?
It's allegedly.
Sorry, Elsie, take that again. It was so on point. Can you take that? Just the last, just the last
okay, the
bit
last
when
one,
he
said,
said,
always remember rumors are carried by haters, spread by fools, and accepted by idiots.
wow.
That's deep.
So
That's
you're saying
very
pretty
deep.
much he's the fool, and those who believe this now will be the idiots, right?
Oops.
All right, so
Well, that's what he's saying. I don't expect any guilty person. Even guilty people, when they go to court, they plead not
guilty.
some just plead guilty just to move on with their lives.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, like you said, I'm not going to agree whether it's right or whether, but we all know these things happen. And then this takes me to Tonto DK, your one-on-one with Tonto DK when she said they recycle men.
Yeah, Pretty Mike said
because Pretty Mike
too.
said the same thing, that is the reason why these ladies recycle men, because we're all in one industry. Everybody's trying to make headways in
And they
that
want to keep up
particular
with
industry.
a certain type of
so these
lifestyle.
same people that are wanting to sleep with you to give you opportunities are the same ones you have to go to regardless, because they are the ones, they are the movers and shakers of the entertainment industry. So it's possible, it happens in every industry, even in corporate environments and all of that. But I like the fact that Pretty Mike is also bringing out this video vixens to light, because I can remember a few weeks back I was having a conversation with some friends and they were like, okay, it was a picture I took with Kathy. So they saw the picture, they were like, see, where they say this woman no one go down and all that. That when will dancers and videos become so famous that everybody would say, oh, that's the next big thing, like the way everybody wants to be a musician, the way everybody wants to be an actor, you understand? But you see that you don't give them a lot of reverence most of the time, but these are the people that make up these videos, even though they get backlash for stripping naked or doing nudes and they're saying the guys are wearing their clothes. But at the end of the day, without them, these videos will probably not sell. So I think they need to be given more
Yeah, and he
accolades.
mentioned some of them too. He mentioned
Yeah,
a few.
But you know, dancing, I think like it's a platform, you know, and it depends on whoever the dancer is and where you want to go in life, because the person that comes to mind is Jennifer Lopez. She started as a backup dancer for Janet Jackson and she did marvelously with her life. So, I mean, let's not like knock down anyone.
No, we're talking about in Nigeria presently.
Yeah, I'm saying
Apart
if they
from
can do
Kathy,
it there,
apart from Kathy,
there's no one else.
Yeah,
That's
But
what I'm
don't you
saying.
think there is a difference in being a professional dancer and being a video vixen?
That's the thing.
No,
there
most
There is a
video
difference.
There is a
vixens
difference.
are supposed to be professional dancers.
Not
But because of
necessarily.
the lack
No.
of
Not necessarily, because the video
Necessarily.
vixen
Because
No,
sometimes is for the
unless it
face, not
depends
for the
on the
dance.
their choreographic videos. Now, if I want to put you in my video as a video vixen, and you know you have to dance a lot in that video, then you have to be a professional dancer.
No.
So I'll be
No, you
stupid
don't have to be a professional
when I need
dancer
people
be.
to do
Yeah,
a
I mean, you already
choreography.
said
Yeah,
it. Some
I
of
have
them
actually
are
been for a
professional
video
dancers.
shoot, and they actually told the girls to dance, and they selected the best dancers to
I'm
actually.
talking about choreography, not just dancing
I mean, but we are
randomly.
talking
It's the
about
dancers that
videos in
actually do
general.
choreography, or the choreographer that teaches them how to dance. But
So if you want to shoot
yeah.
a video and you know it's choreography, then you're meeting platforms like the one Kathy owns or this other one.
That's
I
what
can't
I'm
remember.
saying.
Then
That
they
so
create a
I
choreography.
need
That's
a
different.
professional dancer. That's what I'm saying. Some video vixens now, it's a big industry that hasn't even been exploited, because there are different levels to video vixens. There are those that are ready to show their body. There are those that are ready to be the main girl in the video.
There are those that
There are
want to
those
dance.
that want to dance. There are those, do you get like there are those that they just want their face to show or just be in the party. Do you get like the people based on your body type,
Okay,
based
but
on
back
all
to
of
your
that.
point.
Back to my point, I'm saying that we need to give more accolades to these
that.
video vixens, and I'm
Elsie,
wondering
let's
when.
give them accolades now.
We've given them accolades. We've mentioned it.
Okay,
What
because I thought
is
maybe you were
like a
against
different
him
kind
saying-
of- No. I was trying to correct him that you don't have to be a professional dancer to be a video vixen.
Okay, I thought it was about the
Yeah,
accolade.
no.
Okay. All right, I think we should move on, yes? Let's
course.
move on. Okay, time for a break, but when we come back, we'll be bringing you the latest scoop on Ali Baba.
What we do not understand, we will stigmatize.
What you can see is the remaining of the tanker that exploded.
He suffered equally confessed.
Now 2005 I dey pay.
Welcome back. You're watching Tea Time right here on Plus TV Africa. And as mentioned earlier, our next scoop is on Alibaba, who has a message for ladies putting other ladies under pressure on social media. I sort of get tired of the stories these days because we've talked about it over and over. We know that a lot of people put pressure, not just the ladies, not just ladies on ladies, even guys do it now where they post, you know, their own stuff and people are like, it's pressure,
I think
pressure.
that's a totally different case because I don't know if you guys saw Joro's post last week where he shattered the table on all these slay queens that do not have a steady source of income, but they go and post pictures being half naked, and then you now see a lengthy motivational caption like, who are you motivating with your naked body? Do you understand? Like, let these people know if you are a proper, what's the word they call, runs girl, right? You don't need to come and start motivating people with your runs. You don't need
to motivate people.
Why are you going to mislead? Why are you going to mislead?
She made a choice, and she's living with that choice, and she has challenges.
Are you telling them what you are doing to get your money?
How does that affect the motivation in the caption?
And the motivation
in the perception. You're looking at her picture and you're looking at the caption. Anyway, let's talk about what Alibaba said.
Yes.
I feel
because it's the same. It's in the same line.
It's not in the same line. Is it in the same line?
It's been overflogged.
Okay.
Right? And like he said, I mean, we just need to know that these people have chosen what they want to do, and not. You should talk to yourself and not be pressured by what you see and what somebody posts. It's just like looking
Elsie, can I cut in?
Okay.
Yes. I wanted to quickly hear what you had to say, Ife, because you just like, your reaction just now, I don't know, was like, you don't believe what she's saying or what?
What is wrong is wrong. What is right is right.
Okay, I'm coming back to you, Ife. Let her continue and finish so that you have time.
What is wrong is wrong, what is right. But who owns the moral compass, basically? Okay. What is wrong to you might be right to somebody else, and what is right to you might be wrong to somebody else. Okay. It is your life. So all I'm saying is those that claim to be pressured need to be the ones working on themselves. I mean, I don't know the post that we see or whose post I will see tomorrow and feel like, oh, my life. Because I think I've seen these people beyond social media to understand how some of these things work. And I don't blame people when they are pressured because they do not know what really happens behind the scenes. But maybe because I've been able to meet them, I know what they struggle with, I know the lies they post, and then there's nothing you put out there that bothers me.
Okay,
so now Alibaba is trying to say you're earning 200K, or did he say 120K? I can't remember. I think it was the friend that said 120 yesterday. He said 200, and then you're flying first class, you're living the life. How do you make this monies, right? And I think aside from he pointing it out to these people, this is what people that are pressured should look at and say, okay, this babe works here. We know how much she might be earning, and she's posting this. And that should let you know that there is more to whatever she's posting. There's more to whatever she's doing that she's letting you know, and then take that pressure off you. Okay. I'm bothered about those who are pressured. I'm not bothered about what anybody thinks, whether it's morally right or not. But please stop being pressured with whatever you see online. It's not worth it.
Okay, Ife, back to you now, because you know you were just like even now you're still like you don't believe
just like
what
small girl, big God. That's the new thing that everybody is saying, right? Now, my problem with all of this, and why I'm totally in support, and why I'm telling you of what Alibaba is saying, and where I do not agree with what Elsie is saying, is the fact that they have chosen the life. We should accept these people that who owns the moral compass. Now, at the end of the day, we shouldn't promote this. Now, if these women that you're saying have you are not pressured because you know what you want. But there are a lot of naive young girls, 18-year-old girls. I like the fact that you said you know some of them. I also know some of them. I know the kind of things they go through. I know how they suffer. I know how they post these things. I know how they even get to be in those exotic places you see and you think.
Not impressed.
No, it's not about that. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, we shouldn't say, oh, they've chosen the life, because that is not the life. Hard work is the life. Walk your way to success. And when you walk your way to success, share it. And if you feel that whatever you're doing...
But Ife, can you understand
the Bible says... The Bible says...
Hold on.
The Bible says...
He's going to preach.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness, go ahead.
If you're...
Oh, you can't remember.
Wait. If your right hand will make somebody
you-
else to commit sin, it's better you cut it off.
No, if it will make you, not somebody else.
Yeah, it's better you cut it off.
Yeah.
And somebody that misleads in that line should be thrown into the water with stone to their leg. I don't know if you know
What
that
is talking
verse.
about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
But it's a verse in the Bible. I really
You're
can't quote
mixing
what
it up.
You're mixing it
I'm
up.
not mixing it up because
So
they
can
mean
you,
the
if you
same
quote
thing.
a Bible, you know, then
I
you
can't quote it according to the
But I'm
Bible.
telling you, you're
No,
mixing
but you're
it
not
up.
even quoting the book. You're not quoting the chapter. You're not quoting the verse.
Yeah, I said I'm not going because I don't know it. I'm just saying what I know.
agree
It's
he
the
doesn't know,
knowledge.
but
Okay.
that verse you're quoting, you're mixing
You're
it up.
mixing it.
I'm
up.
mixing it up.
Yeah, you're
No,
adding
I'm
from
saying
here and
that
there.
if I'm using two scenarios from the
Yeah, but you're
Bible.
adding from here.
Please.
But we need to.
Make your point.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
in essence, is do not mislead people, because there are a lot of naive young women out there. And if you feel you have chosen like the moral compass, like you said, I don't think you should put it out there, because social media is a place where a lot of people are watching and you're a lot of people's role model. The fact that an LC is not being misled doesn't mean another person.
Okay, if we take off any kind of documentary, any kind of post, any kind of social media that misleads people, do you think people will still not be misled in this world?
People will still be misled based on one-on-one
So,
conversations with you or face-to-face meetings.
so
Now,
do
that's
you
how
not
you
think
can
it
mislead
defeats
people,
the
because you can-
object?
Yeah,
of,
but social media, if we are fighting against cyberbullying, if we are fighting against
Because
causing
it
depression for
yeah.
people, then I don't think we should start glorifying prostitution
It's not
via
doesn't
social.
necessarily.
Yeah, because
it's
that's what
only
we're doing.
prostitution.
That's what we're doing. That's what this. Well, if you guys did not read between the lines, but just know that they were referring to girls that are prostitutes that sleep with men for money. That's what this whole post is about.
Not
So why we beat
necessarily.
Okay,
not
so
necessarily.
I know our time is up, almost up for this topic, but I don't like when you just pick everybody and put them in
The
a
same.
basket, right? I mean, there are people who probably work where they earn 100K, and they're lucky enough to date somebody that has this money and spend. It's not necessarily, it's prostitution. They're dating one person, and this person feels, I need to take care of my woman, and
That's
he's doing
it.
so many things. Are you still going to call? So that is the kind of people he is talking about. Fine, the prostitutes or whatever you want to call them might
Why would
play
you be talking
in
about
this
somebody
circle.
that is in a
But for
decent
me,
relationship and is flying private jet? Why would Alibaba come for them?
The fact
Is
that you are in
Alibaba
a
not
decent
spoiling his wife silly?
relationship-
He's married to his wife, is spoiling her silly,
You're
he's
taking
buying her
these
flashy
things
things,
out
he's
of
buying that.
context.
Now,
That is
I'm
not
not
the
taking it out of
point.
context.
Whatever
I'm saying do
Alibaba
not
is
mix
buying for
up
his
a
wife,
proper
his wife can
relationship
afford it.
with somebody that doesn't have a steady relationship, that jumps from one bed to another, that doesn't have a steady source of income, but is there posting pictures of luxury shop. And I'm glad he's saying LIRS is coming for you very
I'm
soon.
loving it.
That's
Tea
what
time
it's about.
is on fire.
LRS should come for them, but my message still. I
Yeah,
don't want
because you have
argue
to
this
file
because
your
we won't
tax.
stop. My message still goes to those that are being pressured. You need to work on yourself and let go of the pressure,
Yes,
basically.
and gain some
if we keep arguing
self-confidence.
this, we won't stop.
And
Yeah,
that's it.
there's no point.
Okay, all right. So let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll have time for one more story. It's on the Wendy Williams ex-husband. That story is up for conversation after this quick break. You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can't live here.
My real names are Akbofiofobo, Akborobomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom. You know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you are my younger brother.
Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Welcome back. It's still tea time right here on Plus TV Africa, and we're swiftly moving on to our next story, which is on Wendy Williams' ex-husband, who calls police 2 times in 3 days over safety paranoia. Okay, is he ex already?
The fact that it's not official, we all know they're not coming back together. So
Yeah, but I would have thought they would have waited for the divorce to be final before calling them ex. They're separated as far as I know.
Rather, they called him estranged husband.
Maybe, but ex is not appropriate right now.
Wow.
Because ex technically,
as far as she's
literally,
concerned, it's ex.
You know, sorry?
As far as she's concerned, it's ex.
No, so. Until they're legally separated, you know.
Left.
It's, yes. Thank you. Okay, so
Anyways,
to this story.
Okay.
Yeah, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead, please, Elsie.
Man, I don't know if is he having this paranoia because he thinks that her fans would come onto him to do something bad to him, or what exactly is going on? I don't know. But
I mean, that's the same question I'm asking myself. I really don't know. Perhaps Ife has a better understanding of what's going on in his mind. I don't know.
No,
because he's really
basically, and this whole paranoia started from when the news of the divorce broke out, and he had news vans right in front of his house for hours, and they wouldn't let him be, and he actually reported that as well. Then afterwards, he saw a car on the street, you know, and he figured that, okay, these people look suspicious. So he doesn't know, maybe they're paparazzis or they're reporters or whatever. So he made a dispatch call, and they made it clear to him that, okay, they said they spoke to both parties, which the people they suspected, and they discovered that they are legal to be, it's legal for them to be there. And they made it clear to both parties that it's only trespassing when they come on your property, but if they're on the sidewalk on the road, then it's legal. So it's just, I think it's just a case of, okay, he feels everybody wants him in the news, everybody wants to get him to say something, you get. So yeah, it's normal for everybody to be paranoid, and this could also be attention, like, oh man, look at what this divorce is doing to me, is affecting. Very soon you'll probably be suing for damages, like, oh, this has affected me, I haven't been able to leave
damages. For what exactly?
For divorcing your wife. It's not making
after you cheated.
For his wife divorcing him.
After he cheated.
He didn't divorce her.
Oh, okay. No, I think he's really paranoid.
There's a reason for divorce. It's not just a divorce that came out of
irreconcilable differences.
But let's not even just think about it from the marriage's perspective. I think it's more like with the paparazzi, you know, as opposed. Well, we can say maybe the reason for it is because of the separation between he and what's her name now?
Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams, yes, but I don't think that's the key thing. I think he just doesn't want to deal with the press right now, and that's what's causing the paranoia.
Yeah.
So I think that's it really. It's not to do with the marriage or anything like that.
Yeah, and then before we wrap up, I think we should give 1 minute of silence for,
to Singleton.
Yeah, Singleton. Boys in the Hood. Hold on. 1 minute of silence.
When you have a moment of silence, aren't you meant to close your eyes? And why were the both of you looking at each other's eyes? That's because just like...
Why did you have to break this? Anyways, rest in peace, Michael Singleton. Thank you for bringing to the screen most of the amazing,
especially
of the most
Boys
amazing movies. No, I think to me it's poetic justice, where you had Tupac and Janet Jackson in it. Now I think that was it, and this was the same guy that gave Ice Cube his break into the movie industry. So and Nia Long, you know, the list goes on, and a lot of people have been doling accolades on names such as Samuel L. Jackson. And the rest of them. So rest in peace, Singleton.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah. All right. You know where I'm going, Ife?
No, you
no?
won't. Don't try. Don't dare.
Is that where I'm going? Okay, yes. Maybe that's where you are going, but we're not going there.
All right, so Singleton rests in peace. We're going to rest the show, and that's where we're going to rest tea time right here, right now. Join us this afternoon for fresh entertainment stories. Until then, a big thank you to my co-anchors, Ife, Elsie. As I always say, with these two, there's never a dull moment. It was quite an interesting conversation on the program this morning. I'm Takumbo Tai was saying thanks for watching and have yourself a good morning.